Hi everyone, welcome to another CISSP exam preparation session. So we have already discussed all these security models thoroughly, but now I have created one page which covers all these security models. This is mnemonics that might help at very last day before the exam. If we quickly go through this kind of cheat sheet, that might help us to memorize all the key terms about all these models. So we just quickly throw our eye on it before appearing in the exam, so that will give us an idea of what it is exactly. So as I said, we have covered them, all those security models, the purpose, um, and the concepts very thoroughly. But this one session might help us to uh, a quick memorization or quick recall what we have discussed in our previous session. So first one is Bell LaPadula model. It talks about confidentiality, no read up, no write down. Um, so it talks about confidentiality, uh, military secret. So it most of time it is used in military. Military they use in military organization. It is used classified data, government and military level. It is implemented. So next one is Biba model. It talks about integrity, no read down, no read up. Think keeps dirty data out. So it makes sure data accuracy, integrity protection, prevent corruption. So Clark-Wilson model, well-informed transaction, separation of duty, right? Business for business purpose. For instance, when we perform any task, then we need to have a proper approved process. We should have proper approval process should be in place. It, for instance, if we perform any activity on financial system, before we modify anything or we add anything to the financial system, it should go through the approval system. So it talks about financial system auditing and separation of duty. So I think that the key term which we should remember is separation of duty, right? So Bell LaPadula talks about confidentiality, Beaver model talks about integrity, and this model talks about separation of duty. Chinese wall. So as a Brewer-Nash model. So Chinese made Chinese wall. So these terms could be used interchangeably. So it talks about conflict of interest, right? So if you are responsible for company A and company A compete with the company B, in that particular case, you are not supposed to have access to the company B data because they compete each other, they are competitors. So it talks about a conflict of interest. So Graham-Denning model, access control lifecycle, as we had discussed thoroughly, user provisioning, access administration, formal access rules, right? And this is in fact take-run model. It talks about um, track how rights are spread. So it's a kind of analysis, right? So we analyze it, right? So how the rights are spread, right? And privilege escalation, rights propagation, attack modeling. So it kind of it it help us to understand the rights propagation. HRU is again another model. It talks about data corruption, data corruption, and it tells us the potential threat in the future if um, if excess happens over time, right? If privilege escalations happens over time, so that help us uh, to analyze and would help us to know the potential security threats. Talk about eventual security threats. Non-interference model, no leakage, no signal, so it makes sure so from top level to low level, um, you cannot modify anything, so it makes sure the isolation part. Thank you so much for watching another quick session. If you have any feedback and question, please share in the feedback section.